Hey everybody, this is Bill. I'm the salty old Marine. Today I'm going to make a little bit of a rant. I hope you all stick with me for a minute or two. What I want to talk about is something that a lot of veterans get accused of, and I've been accused of very recently, and that is something called gaming the system. Yes, that's right. The salty old Marine has been accused of gaming the system as it regards VA disability and maybe healthcare too, but primarily disability. What do people mean when they accuse you, or if they accuse me, of gaming the system? What are they trying to say? Well, first of all, I think what they're really trying to say, but they don't want to use the exact words, is they're trying to accuse you of committing fraud. So when they say, hey, salty old Marine, you're just gaming the system, what they're really saying is you're a crook, you're dishonest, and you're trying to rip off the taxpayers. But they don't want to actually say those words, mainly because they have nothing to back that up. So they'll say something like, you're gaming the system. Okay, let's talk about gaming the system. What does that actually mean? Gaming the system, at least the way critics use it, means tricking the system, bending the rules, exploiting loopholes in ways in which the system never intended for them to be taken advantage of. That is not what I do. Not at all. What I do is I understand the rules. I read the rules. I study the rules. I read commentary. I watch videos. I listen to others. I see what works, what doesn't work. I read appeals from the Board of Veteran Appeals. I get a feel for the system, for the flow, for what the VA wants to see and what they don't want to see. And then I follow those rules to the letter. I don't cheat. I don't lie. I don't even exaggerate. I use the rules not in a way they were not intended. I use the rules the way they were intended. And I guess that makes some folks angry. It makes some folks think I'm cheating somehow. Here's the truth. Veterans who do not understand the rules lose out. And the VA does not go out of its way to make this system easy. Does it? I mean, if it does, tell me. Explain it to me. Explain to me how the VA goes out of its way to help veterans file claims, to help them understand what the rules are. I challenge you on that because that's not what the VA does. The rules are out there. They're in black and white. They're on the internet. They're public facing. You can see them, but you have to know to go and look for them. You've got to go and find them. You've got to read them. You've got to understand them. You've got to apply them to the letter if you want to get your claim approved. And the VA doesn't tell anybody how to do that. They don't. Okay? That's the way it is. So if that's gaming the system, if that is gaming the system, then I guess game on, right? Because what I want to do is help you, my fellow veterans, to obtain the benefits that you have earned, the benefits that you deserve, the benefits that the VA agrees you deserve. When you file your claim, and that claim is service-connected, and you receive a disability, there's no cheat happening. If the VA didn't agree, you wouldn't have gotten the award. Period. That's how it works. Now, again, I'm going to make an assumption here. I'm not committing fraud, and I hope you're not committing fraud. And for those who commit fraud, well, I hope they get caught. But that's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is explaining simply how the rules work. Now, let me make this a little bit more personal for those of you who have stuck around so far. I am currently giving up almost a day a week to make these videos. I sit in my basement in this guest room that I've converted to a studio with equipment that I've purchased, and I try to present things to you that I think will be helpful for you. I am not a consultant. I am not selling anything. If I make any money at all, it's because people watch my videos. And believe me, it's not a lot of money. But I don't care. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to help veterans. I'm here because I don't like bullies. And I think the VA can be a bully. They make all this available for veterans. They set up these rules and say, if you were disabled because you were in the military, you've got something coming to you. And you say, great, how do I get that? Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to say a bad word. What a bully. That's bad, man. So yeah, I'm going to game the system. I'm going to learn all about the rules. I'm going to try and understand the rules. I'm going to apply the rules, not just for myself. I've already done it, but for you. Because I don't like bullies. I think it's unfair, and I won't put up with it. I'm Bill. I'm the salty old Marine. Thanks for listening to my rant. Please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment. And as always, my friend, game on. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, have a great day.